home today. This is your math test, and on the front it says, this is a test. We will do it during Zoom together. They cannot receive help. So tomorrow, during your math block, you will be with me, and you will have this out in front of you. You are not allowed to get help on this test. I will read all of the problems to you, and then you will work on it on your own, and let me know when you are ready to go on to the next problem. Then you are going to be sending this back to the school so I can grade it, okay? So if you're getting help on it, it's not going to show me how much you know, so make sure that you do it all by yourself. All right. We're going to get started. Okay. So on this page, number 1, it says, circle the part you are taking from the group. Then cross it out. Write how many there are now. So, it says we have five zebras, and 3 zebras walk away. So they want to know, after those 3 zebras, how many are still up here after 3 walk away. So let's make sure there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 walk away, so we're going to circle the 3, and then we're going to cross it out. So now, Kaya, how many zebras are there now?
2.
2. So we're going to say there are 2 zebras now. As Miss Prince does this in her book, I want to make sure you guys do it in your book. All right. The way you can let me know that you're ready to go to the next problem is by raising your hand. So Jose, Kieran, Kaya, if you're not sure how to use the raise your hand button, you're going to go down to participants at the bottom. It has the 2 little heads. And when you click on that, it gives you a choice to use the raise hand button. There you go. Nice work. Kieran, make sure you let me know. I see all other hands raised. Good job, Kieran. All right, hands go back down, and we go to the next problem. All right. Number 2, circle the part you take away from the group. Then cross it out and write the difference. So remember, the difference means the answer that we find for a problem that has a subtraction symbol. That's what we call finding the difference. So, problem 2. There are 6 cats. Let's circle the 6 because it's important. 5 cats run away. So they want to know how many cats are left over after 5 run away. So how many do we need to circle, Aaron? We're going to circle the part we take away and then cross it out. So if 5 cats run away, how many do we circle?
5.
5. So we're going to circle 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we cross them out. Jose, how many cats are left now? This is for you, Jose.
5. I just need to count it.
So we crossed out 5. How many are left over now? It's just for this problem right here.
1.
1 left over. Good job. This one right here. So we would say 6 minus 5 equals 1. Good job, Jose. All right. Kieran, there are 4 dogs. One dog runs away. How many dogs are left over? First step we need to do, Kieran, is what? So yeah, we can count how many to make sure there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need to circle the part that we're going to get rid of. One dog runs away. So how many should we circle? 1. One dog runs away, so it's gone. And now we need to figure out how many dogs are left over. Zayden, can you tell me how many are left over after we took away 1? 3. 1, 2, 3. So we would say 4 minus 1 equals 3. All right, we're going to go to the next page. Oh, there's still one more problem down here. All right. Jose, yes.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, you may. All right, this problem I'm going to be calling on Sophia next. All right, Sophia, it wants to know, is the subtraction sentence true? We're going to choose yes or no. So for each of these problems, we're going to choose yes or no, and we just fill in the little bubble. We can't choose both, though, because it can't be yes and no. So I'm going to show you how to do the first one, Sophia, and then you're going to help me out with the second one, okay? All right, so this says 5 take away 5 equals 0. We want to know, is that true? We can find out by drawing the picture. 1. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did we get 0? Yeah, so we would choose yes, this is true. So on your paper, boys and girls, make sure you mark the circle that says yes. Okay, Sophia, you're going to help me with number 2 right here. And it says 2, take away 2.
Equals 2. No, it equals 0.
It does equal 0. Nice job. And we're going to show that right here. If I have 2 and I take away 2, I don't have any left over, and that's saying that it equals 2. So is that true?
No.
No. So we choose the no circle. That's not true.
Take away 0 and yeah.
Let's see if that's true. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I take away 0 of them, so I don't cross anything out.
No.
And we have 4 left over. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes. So what would we choose? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good job. First graders, does that make sense? You're going to be seeing something very similar to this on your test tomorrow. So I want you to make sure that this makes sense to you. Zayden, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Aaron, does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Kaya, does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Jose, does it make sense? He might not be back yet.
And to me, it makes sense.
Good. I thought it made sense since you helped me out with it. Keela, does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And Liam and Xander, does it make sense? Kieran and Liam, does this make sense to you?
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys for letting me know. So remember, you can't choose both of these. You have to choose yes or no, and then you go to the next one. Okay, you guys did awesome with that. All right, we're going to go to the next page, and this is page 124. So I'm going to write it right here. Look for 124. Okay? Now, this is a problem that we are skipping. So watch what I do. It says number 5 here. This is what I want you to do to your problem. We're skipping it. You won't see this on the test. So we're going to go to problem 6. Okay, you should see this green box right here in your book. Problem 6. We just got rid of that one. Read the problem. Use the model to solve. Complete the model and the number sentence. So here's the model. Here's the number sentence. All right. I'm making sure that everyone's muted so you guys can hear me. There are 6 frogs. That's an important number, so let's circle it. 6 frogs. On a log. 1 frog is big. So let's circle the 1. The others are small. How many frogs are small? So remember, when we are using our bar model, boys and girls, we're going to draw our little circles up here to help us with counting, okay? So we have how many all together, Kaya? We have 6 all together, so that means we need to get 6 circles up here. We already know this number, but this one's a mystery. So how many circles do we put above the 1? The number is going to tell us how many circles to put up there. Good job. 1 circle. And now we just keep counting on, and we keep going until we get to 6, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here's all of our frogs. It says 1 frog is big, and this is our 1 big frog. So the way that we're going to be able to show that without getting it mixed up with the other frogs is to just color this one in. So I want you to just color that 1 circle in above the 1. So 1 frog is big, and the others are small. The ones that are small is our mystery number. But because we put all the circles on top of our box, we can figure out how many of them are small. So if you know how many are small and can tell me the number that goes in this box, please raise your hand. Wow, look at all these hands. Keela, how many are small? Five. So Keela says 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I agree. There are 5. So if we look at this bar model, there should be 6 all together. I have a 1 and 5 more. Is 1 plus 5 equal 6? Yeah, it does. It equals 6. So we know that all 6 of those frogs are in there. One of them is small, or one of them is big, and the rest are small. So this is one way to show the problem. And now we need to show it like this. We need to show it in the number sentence. So I'm going to call in a student to read the whole number sentence and tell me the answer. Liam.
Minus 1 equals 2.
This is takeaway.
Oh, takeaway.
I want you to use this to help you. Can you say your answer again?
Step 5.
5. Good job. So I'm going to show you how these go together, boys and girls. I'm going through these problems really, really slow so that we can talk about each of them. So this is saying 6 minus 1 equals 5. I want you to look right here. Here's our 6. Here's the 1. Here's the 5. Now look over here. 6, take away 1, equals 5. These are the frogs. This is the big frog and these are the small frogs. So that's all the frogs together to get 6. But some of them are small, some of them are small, and some of them are big. So there's 2 different ways that we need to be able to show this, okay? So when you are checking your work, if your numbers don't match up, that's going to tell you that you need to fix it up on your test, okay? So like how Liam fixed it up here, he said 7. That should tell him right now to go look at the picture and see if there's a 7 in here. And there's not, so he needs to make sure that this gets fixed up. So now we can see that there's a 6, there's a 1, and there's a 5. So we know that we did this one right. All right. We're going to scroll down until you see the baseball bats. Now, this problem here has 3 choices for answers, but you can only choose one of the numbers. There's 3 choices, but you can only choose one. Look at the picture. How many fewer bats are there than balls? So, fewer means smaller, so they want to know how many fewer bats are there than balls. So remember, when we do this problem, we're going to match them up and see who has a buddy. And then whoever doesn't have a buddy, those are the ones that are showing the fewer or the more. So in this case, it's the fewer. So they're going to wonder how many bats are missing. Okay, so we're going to match them up. And now we need to figure out how many fewer bats are there than balls. So you're going to look at the bats that are missing to figure out your answer. Raise your hand when you're ready. I'm going to put all hands down, give you a chance to answer it, and then I'll have you raise your hand. All right, hands are down. All right, Zayden, I see your hand up first. How many fewer bats are there than balls? 2. There's no bat right here, that's 1. And there's no bat right here, that's 2. So we would circle the 2. Go ahead and circle the 2 in your book. There's 2 fewer. All right. We're on the last page. And this is page 125. 125. Look at the bottom of your page. Make sure it's on the same page. All right. Okay, Kieran. I'm going to give you time to go back and look at it, okay? Make sure we stay on task, Kieran. All right, so Kieran, it says how many fewer bats are there than balls? So we're trying to figure out how many spots are missing a bat, and that's going to tell you how many fewer bats. So we match them up so that everyone has a buddy, but this one doesn't have a baseball bat, and this one doesn't have a baseball bat, so we would choose 2. Does that make sense, Kieran? Okay. All right, we're going to go to the last page then. read the problem, use the bar model to solve. So remember how we draw the circles up here. Get ready to draw those circles again. Maria has 2 rocks. So circle the 2. Peter has 8 rocks. How many more rocks does Peter have than Maria? So we know that Peter has more and Maria has fewer. So we're going to figure out how many more Peter has. So we know that we need to do 8 rocks all together. So we're going to draw our 8 circles here, and I see a 2. That's not our mystery number. Our mystery number is here. So I'm going to draw my 2 circles under the 2. But now I need to keep going until I get to 8. So I'm not going to start over counting. I'm going to keep on counting until I get to 8. I want to make sure I draw the rest of my circles under the mystery. So we're going to keep counting until we get to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the part that they share, right here. But this is all extra. All of these circles down here are the ones that Peter has more of. So, I see lots of hands up. We need to figure out our mystery number here, so we're going to count our circles that we added. Don't count these, because these aren't a mystery. We already know what they are. These ones are the mystery. Jose, how many more rocks does Peter have than Maria?
What, teacher?
How many more rocks does Peter have than Maria? So here's the rocks. Here's how many Maria has. Peter has all of these, so we're trying to figure out the mystery part, the part that he has more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So 8 is all together, but remember, this part right here, we already know that there's those 2. We just need to count these ones. That's the mystery part. That's going to tell us how many more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good job. So, Peter has how many more rocks? What was our mystery number, Jose? 6. So Peter has 6 more. Make sure you guys are filling this out in your book. This is going to help you when you take your test. Yes.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes. Okay. Xander, you're helping me with the next problem, okay? Alrighty. We're on our last problem. This is the last one we're going to do together. Alright, it says, the models show 2 ways to take apart 6. Let's make sure that they're taking apart 6. First thing I want to do is make sure that there's 6 here and 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Complete the subtraction sentences and use these numbers. So, we are looking here to see how many they took away. All right? These are the numbers that you have to use. So if you find a 3 in your problem, if you put a 3 here, you need to go back and look and say, none of these are a 3, so that means I didn't write the right number. So you need to go back and fix it. So, okay. All right. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at how many there were all together, because when we subtract, we always start with the biggest number. So, Xander, the part that they took away is white. So we had 6 blue cubes, and then if it's white, that means they took it away. Okay? So we started with 6, but then we took away some. How many did they take away up here, Xander? They took away 1. Do you see that it's white, boys and girls? They took away 1. Now, before I move on, I want to make sure that that's one of my choices up here. And it is. So I know that I'm on the right track to getting this right. So I'm just going to get rid of that because I used it already. Now I need to figure out how many are left over, and that's going to be the blue part. Okay? All right. So how many are still blue? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one was taken away, so we don't count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to check my problem and make sure it makes sense. Is 6 take away 1 equal 5? Does that make sense? Yes. And I see a 5 up here, so I know that I must have done that problem right. So I only have 2 more cards to use, and I need to make sure I use them here. Okay, this last problem is for Samantha. Are you back?
Yeah.
Okay, Samantha, are you on the same page as me?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you see your blue cubes in your book? Do you see this in your book?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to help me figure out this problem, okay? So, we have 6 all together right here, but the ones that are white are the ones that got taken away. So how many did they take away in this problem, Samantha? So look right here, Samantha. Look at just this one right here. The ones that are white are what we took away. So how many did they take away? Up on this one, there's only 1 white, so we took away 1. How many did they take away here, Samantha? Kaya, oh, good job. Thank you, Samantha. They took away 2. These 2 right here, they're white. They're gone. And I'm going to make sure there's a 2 up here, and there is, so I used a 2. Okay, Samantha, if we took away 2, how many are left over? We took away 2. Now all these blue ones are the ones that are left over. How many are still blue and left over?
4.
Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to put a 4 and we're going to cross it out. Look, we used all the numbers, so we did this the right way. Those are the only number choices you can use down here, okay? So if you find out you put a different number that's not up here, that means you need to fix your problem because it's not the right answer. Let's make sure that this is true. 6, take away 2, 1, 2, equals 4. And it does. So we know that we did this one right. At the bottom down here, there's this other problem, but we are not doing it. So you can cross it out. That one's not on your test. We didn't even do that one in our books, so we're not going to worry about that one. And that's the last problem, boys and girls. So, these problems that we did together are going to be on your test. They're on your test, but they're different. They use different numbers, but it's the same exact style of problems. So if you know how to do these problems, you're going to know how to do your test, and you're going to do your test really well. Okay? So make sure you know how to use your bar model. Make sure you only choose one of these answers. You don't choose all of them. And on this one, make sure that you are using the right numbers to put in here, okay? You guys can do it. You're super, super smart, and I know you guys can get this. All right. We are all done with our math today, so I want you to put your math book away. You're going to be getting this in your packet tonight. So you need to make sure that you have this ready for tomorrow when you take your test. Please do not take this test until you get on Zoom, and you need to wait until the teacher reads all of the problems, and then you're going to be doing them as I read the problems. We'll talk about how we should be super respectful during the test, and we're not going to be talking or anything like that. So just make sure that you are ready and you have a good pencil and you have all of your stuff ready to go, okay? I'm going to play a Go Noodle for you guys. Actually, yes.
Can